Hey everyone, so here's what we're going to do. We are taking a look at one-step equations that involve multiplication, and we are going to take a look at uh, this one particular sort of like, we're going to call it a layout, where the variable is way over here on the right-hand side. Now, you could see this actually look a number of different ways, especially if it's like handwritten, if it's typed, if it's written by someone who's, more used to doing upper level math. You're going to see it kind of look different ways. What happens is in this equation, I'm trying to say 10 is 5 times something. But as you can see, it's already kind of confusing because we got an x and then just got like another x. So what I'll often see, you'll see the x in a variable will look kind of like this, like a more rounded kind of x. So you might see something where it looks like 10 equals 5 times that. You might actually see where it's squished right next together, where it looks like 10 equals 5x. Or it might even be written like 10 equals 5 and x that looks like that. These are all saying the same thing. And so they're saying it's 5 times something. And when we have it squished together in math world, that means multiplied. So they actually don't even need the multiply sign for this to make sense. So I'm just going to erase this, and I just want to show you. I'm going to use this example, but you need to know that that's just kind of the format that we're looking at. So when we are solving an equation, our goal is we're trying to get the variable, we're trying to get x all on its own. And in order to do that, I mean, we can move x around, but for right now, we're just going to move the numbers around. And so we need to get rid of this guy so that x is all on its own. And in order to remove it, we kind of have to do the opposite operation. And in this case, we're actually just going to use division to kind of cancel this out. So even if it's in this sort of position, and you might be, a little bit unsure because you're thinking that looks really weird, to kind of get rid of 5, we're going to do divide by 5. And when you have a number divided by itself, it cancels itself out. So that basically would equal 0, and then x is just kind of left on its own. We've kind of dealt with that. But because we divided by 5 on this side, we had to divide by 5 on this side. So I'm going to go divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And so my answer is 2x. But now I want to check my math and I want to make sure that it's correct. So I'm going to take my question. I'm going to copy it out again. 10 equals 5 times x. And I'm going to take my answer, which was 2, and I'm going to plug it down where my variable was, because my variable is like, it represents something, but now we kind of are like, I think it's 2. So we're going to put it in here. We're going to see if we're correct or not. So I'm going to go 10 equals 5 times 2, because my answer came to 2, and I'm putting it down here, and I'm like, yep, 10 equals 5 times 2. So I'm going to put 10 equals 5 times 2 is 10. When my answer equals itself, I know that I have done it correctly, and I know that I've solved the question the way it needs to be solved. So very exciting. I hope that helps. Good luck.